In this series of videos, I want to take a very simple drawing that I've done in Photoshop. I've brought in a toilet, I've separately drawn a handle, and right now if you run it, it will look like the handle is flushing and then going back to the original position. I want to change this so that it flushes when I click on it, and then we want to add a sound file so it sounds like it's flushing when I click on it. So let's take a look at what we've got so far and what we need to change to get it to where we want it to be. So our goals here is to work with the rotate, which we're doing now. We're going to take it to an external function because functions are one of the focuses for this week. And then we're going to add sound because it's fun. So I've started by bringing in an image of a toilet and an image of a handle. Now if I don't draw something myself, I will tell you where I've gotten it from, but as you can see, I am good enough at Photoshop to do a very basic toilet. I've created a float angle at 0.0 and I've set a direction to 0. It will go from 0 to 1, just a basic Boolean, not using a Boolean whether it's going up or down. I have sound, which I'm not using yet, but I put the location where I got the free sound file from because I wanted to give them credit for it. In setup, I've set my size to 500 by 500. I've made my background a dark gray. I've loaded the image for the toilet and the handle. I used Photoshop, so these are PNG files, so you use load image, not load SVG. And then I draw the toilet. I change the translate to for my angle for my image, and it will, if the direction is 0, it's going to increase the angle. Then the direction is going to change to 1. If the direction is 1, it's going to go back up. We don't have it doing anything else after it reaches 0, so it should stop. So when I play this, you see that I get a flushing handle. So the first step is going to be to move this to an external function that I call. Now to make a function, I'm going to simply declare a function, and we're already using functions. Setup is a function, draw is a function. So you can see that the first thing you have to do is declare if it's going to have a return type. Is it going to return anything to the calling function? And in this case, it's not. And void means it's not going to return anything. So it's going to be void, just like void draw. And I'm going to call it void flush. And then we don't need to pass anything into it, because if we were passing something into it, it would go into those parentheses. And then whatever happens here will happen when I call void flush. So I want to take this whole flushing function, put it right here, and now if I run it at this point, we're not going to see the handle at all. So I'm going to have to call that function. And that puts the handle in place. So in our next step, we're going to detect if the handle has been clicked on, and we will make it go into its rotation routine.